Hi everyone, it's Ren here. Hope you're doing well, guys. Welcome to, this is not really anything that could be called my room. In fact, it's a friend's house where I'm currently staying in Ireland. So I wanted to check in with you guys and say hello. I think that's maybe from today onwards I will be making some videos again. I've been here for about a week now. Yes, I have been here for a week. So it took me some time to settle. I was staying at an Airbnb for 2 days, and I've now been at this friend's place for 5 days. So I think tonight will be my 7th night in Ireland. So it feels really good to be here in this country I love, where I used to live for 7 years, as some of you already know. It's a bit of a shame that I don't have Hazelnut here with me. It would have been awesome to have her around, but it's not the case. And my friend is currently in Rome, so I actually have the house to myself, which is pretty cool. It's a very nice house, and it's a very nice area where the house is located as well. It's an area called Clontarf, which is kind of north of it's like Dublin North, in a nice area by the seafront. So I'm very happy with it, and in about an hour or something I'll be heading back into town, or I'll be heading into town to just walk around, because it's a very nice day, maybe have a coffee somewhere, and hopefully bump into some people I know, because that actually often happens. So I look forward to that. Yeah. And I hope you guys have been doing well. Like, my first impressions of Ireland, my first impressions upon coming back, it's a place I miss, certainly. I seem to have brought the good weather with me, which is certainly nice. Apparently the weather was like pissing rain for 3 weeks before I came. Ever since I got here, nearly a week ago, it hasn't rained a single time. Yeah, it's been alternatingly kind of overcast and sunny, and today is sunny. So why am I still here? I should be outside. Well, I was doing some reading. I was being a geek with philosophy and all that, but I'm gonna go outside and explore. I've been in Dublin long enough that I do have like almost a chance in 3 or even potentially 2 bumping into people I know, depending on where I go, places I go. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I've been catching up with some of my friends, rediscovering the joy of hanging out with the NFP types, because as I've told you guys before, a lot of my friends actually are NFP types, and some of them ENTP, or rather I should say NTP type, some of them extroverts, some of them introverts. So quite a few ENFPs, quite a few INFPs, quite a few ENTPs, and maybe one INTP, I'm not sure though. It's great. We went out last weekend on a Friday. People were half an hour to an hour and a half late, which, it can be infuriating, like if you're not used to it, or if you, I don't know if this is an NFP thing necessarily. It's a bit of a cliche to say that, I guess, but definitely something that I was prepared for. So I allowed myself to arrive a little late, but I was still way early. Still, I had a really nice time. Was out for many hours, and I have not given up yet on the hope of connecting with some of you guys who are based in Ireland. Don't forget that if you would like to connect with me, you can. Just drop me an email at ren.contini, CONTINI, ren.contini@gmail.com, and maybe we can just meet up at some point. Dublin area would be my preference, but it just would be nice. So as for what I'll be talking about in future videos, I think that for the most part I'll be circling around themes of I suppose personality, philosophy, psychology, maybe diary stuff, are like stuff based in Ireland. What's what have been my thoughts, what new ideas have I gotten for videos, for philosophy, for other things, what's been my updates basically, and sort of keeping the pulse of my experience here, where I could be staying here for a little while, so we'll see. But I'm sure that sooner or later, like, I'll be returning to making videos on MBTI, on INFJs and stuff like that. But I suppose because I took this break for about a week, I'm starting to realize that, well, first of all, the break was very, very good. My girlfriend told me that earlier on. She made me reflect on it. She said, well, maybe the break that you took was a healthy one. You were publishing videos every day, and like there's always some recalibrating to be done when you have such a rhythm. And I think that's true, and I'm quite refreshed now. But I'm not just refreshed, I'm also made more aware than ever of the fact that I guess I want to say of the fact that in order to continue producing content and to continue having like the motivation and to sustain it, I need to sort of progressively find a new angle, as in not only make videos about INFJ things. I like to enlarge my focus. I think the purpose would probably be to enlarge my focus without losing my identity, losing the identity of the Renge Room channel in the process. So I guess maybe talking more about human relationships and in general, and psychology, relating to other people and how that functions, and these things. I mean, I've always been interested in that. I think that in the last few months I've been talking more about the theoretical aspect of things, partly because I hadn't been social enough. I hadn't been like fed by those human relationships as much as I am now. Like, I'm meeting people, almost every day, which is kind of a weird giveaway, isn't it? Like, I meet people almost every day. Like, usually people should meet others every day. That's what's not normal, is to not meet people every day. But I mean, I meet people with social intentions every day, which might be seen as something that's not normal or sufficient, perhaps from a certain perspective, but like from my end, and given like what I had been going through psychologically over the last few months, that's already much better. And the fact that I'm looking forward to going into town in a few hours or in an hour is in itself quite telling, and in a good way. My friend, the one at whose place I'm staying at the moment, she's in Rome, so she's a lucky one, and she will be back in. She'll be back tomorrow night. I might not see her tomorrow night because she is coming back like at midnight or something. But if I don't see her, I'll see her on Friday, and I very much look forward to that, because this person is a very good friend, a very healthy, interesting, reliable person, really, really good friend that I've had for a long time. Like, I think we've known each other for 7 years at this point, so it's a pretty long time. And also, I mentioned in another video that there was a little bit of mystery, or let's say uncertainty, about what kind of type she is. She's one of my friends. She's among my friends, the majority of them, and I'm sure that you guys can relate to that, do not have a massive interest in MBTI. Some of them have this passing interest, fleeting interest. My mom would have an interest, but then like keep asking me, so what is my type? And she would keep mixing up. And I don't think it's just because she has a bad memory or doesn't get it. It's just because she's only casually interested. But she has a genuine curiosity and interest, and I'm just having a bit of trouble typing her, because last time she took the test, that would have been a year and a half ago, she got INFP, and I sort of had gotten used to the idea that she was INFP, but then I sort of became aware of a slight hesitation. She's definitely an F type, but to me the IE distinction in her is not obvious, the ISN distinction in her is not obvious, and well, I would say as regards the PJ distinction, like, I'd say she's more likely a P, but she could also be like an INFJ who's kind of straddling, the sort of the border between P and J, like on the cusp. because she is quite, I don't know, like I think she uses FE quite well. Doesn't mean that she's an FE user. At times I feel like she is an ENFP. At other times I feel like she is an ISFP because her SE is very developed. Like she just has a lot of great taste and things. And she's a jeweler, so you know, I mean, these things matter, I guess. But there are really times at which I sense like more any use. You know, it's a tough one. She's a feeler for sure, but apart from that, she's not ESFP. But I'm hesitating between ISFP, ENFP, INFJ, and INFP. And I know it's weird to have like among one spectrum of hesitations, ISFP and ENFP, but I don't know. I cannot really quite figure out. But because she's open and interested in MBTI, I think that she would be one of those friends who, when I told her, and also she lives here literally, so we'll be spending time together. I think that she's one of those friends who might actually be interested in making a video and participating in the video, like taking part. I don't think she'd shy away from it. I don't think she would necessarily find it silly. So perhaps that's what I'm going to be doing with her. We'll make a video and, you know, type Sarah Jane. Her name is Sarah Jane. So that would be quite cool. So yeah, something to look forward to. But I guess for this video, I just wanted to, you know, come say hello. Just check in on you guys. Hoping you're all doing well. I'm not going to keep you for much longer, but stay in touch. Stay put. Expect some more content on a more regular basis than it has been over the last week, which is essentially no content. It's coming back. I don't know yet if it's going to be as regular as it used to be, at least for the duration of my stay in Ireland, because, you know, I'm not always around. I'm obviously a bit more nomadic and a bit more mobile than I typically would be, but I'll do my best to keep you guys well fed, okay? And yeah, I look forward to having contact with you again. Let me know in the comments how you've been doing, and if you have any suggestions for stuff that you'd like me to talk about, whether it has to do with MBTI, whether it has to do with Ireland, whether it has to do with anything that you're curious about. But I mean, I have to apologize, there'll be no hazelnut for the next while because she is in France. I couldn't just like kidnap her or catnap her, as my girlfriend would say, and bring her with me here. All right, see you guys soon. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Ciao.